Good morning, students. Welcome to our online lecture. Actually, yesterday we took one lecture, but full length of students were not there. So that's why we will take some part of that or some portion of that lecture. Okay, so till today we learned regarding cell and cell structure and regarding cell, whatever it may be. So we got some knowledge, got some information about cell. Yesterday we saw that cell having living and non-living particles inside the cell. There are types of cells, isn't it? There are so many kinds of cell are there again. So in detail we are going to see today. I think some students are coming. Just we will wait for a few seconds. Just I will send again that link to WhatsApp group also. Okay, good morning, Marutkar. Where are other students? Good afternoon, Lokhande. Just call to your classmates or tell them just join to our lecture. Good afternoon, Patil, Mirza. Okay, no problem. Shall we start now? Yes. Hanwalkar. Okay. So yesterday we saw some information regarding cell and cell wall, cell types, prokaryotic cell, eukaryotic cell. Little bit information we gathered or we talk on that particular topic. So today we are going to see that the biological science which deals with the study of structure, the biological science which deals with the study of structure, function, molecular organization, growth, reproduction and genetics of the cell is called cytology. Sorry. See, cell biology is another word, cytology is another word. In the sense, in simple language, cytology means study of cell, but in detail definition of the cytology, just you can note down that whatever definition I have given over here. The biological science which deals with the study of structure. See, structure, function, molecular organization, growth, reproduction and genetics. Means study of cell is called as the cytology, but which kind of study of the cell? So this like structure, function, molecular organization, growth, reproduction and genetics. Just wait. It due to my mobile call, this internet speed whatever it will be, means actually it has disturbances due to my personal mobile call. So just a minute. Okay, now actually what happened, just one ring was on my mobile and due to that incoming call, internet speed disconnected and not disconnected, actually it was some problem, so that's why my camera was off on the proper place. So don't worry about that, no problem. So we were at that place, the biological science which deals with the study of structure, function, molecular organization, growth, reproduction and genetics is called cytology. It's called cytology. So what is meant by the cytology? Some like this question will be there in the final examination, so you have to answer it. The study of cell is called as the cytology, but which kind of study of cell is there? So structure, function, molecular organization, growth, reproduction and genetics are called the, or study of these parts, nothing but the cytology, isn't it? Structure, function of cell, molecular organization, growth, reproduction and genetics of cell, or the study of the cell is called as the cytology. So don't forget this definition. Okay, now this is the definition of cytology. Why we studied cytology? Because full our semester is on the particular cytology or cell biology. So cytology means the study of cell. Simple definition is there. Cytology, the study of cell, is called as the cytology. But in detail, if you have to write the definition of cytology, then you have to write the structure, function, and molecular organization, oblique growth or reproduction or genetics is called as the cytology. Okay. Now, next point is the cell is basic unit of organization or structure of living matter. Yesterday we discussed this point. The cell is a basic unit. Cell is basic unit of life. Each and every single animal, each and every single organism, those are surviving on this earth, that all the living organisms formed by the cell. So that's why the cell is a basic unit of organization or structure of all living matters. Whatever, any kind of animal you can take, that just form from the cell. Next point is there. One person contain nearby 100 trillion cells like us. This point I added over there. One person means human. One human. So one person contains nearby 100 trillion cells. So we studying over here regarding this cell. So if somebody asks you how many cells we belongs, or how many cells our body is formed, so nearby one person contain nearby 100 trillion cells. With the help of 100 trillion cells our body is formed, isn't it? So there are about 200 different cell types. So this point is little bit different. Means which kind of 200 type of cells are there? So nerve cells, phagocytic cells, such kind of cells. There are nearby 200 different kinds of cells are there in our body. So there are prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells are there, but over here this sentence is related that different kinds means nerve cells are there, phagocytic cells are there. In the phagocytic cells there are T cell, B cell, like this. So many cells are there, and particular for that only 200 different kinds of cell are there. Okay. Now next point. Yesterday we saw such like diagram of eukaryotic cells. So heading of this diagram is ultrastructure of typical animal cell as seen in the electron microscope. This diagram seen under the electronic microscope, and this is the animal cell, isn't it? This is the animal cell. In the sense this cell is eukaryotic cell. So in the eukaryotic cell some portion or some parts shown which yesterday we saw, again we are going to see today. This is the plasma membrane. Yesterday we saw endocytosis. These are the on the plasma membrane. See, plasma, what is meant by the plasma membrane? So simple thing is there, whatever cell is there, and here is boundary of this cell or some part of last covered. So plasma membrane is protect the cell. In simple language, plasma membrane just protect to the cells, and that part we say the plasma membrane. In detail we are going to see ahead. Plasma membrane. Plasma membrane just protect the cells. Whatever last structure of the cell is there, outer structure, nothing but the plasma membrane. Then endocytosis is there. Whatever endocytosis, then endocytic vesicles are there. This is the endocytic vesicles. Nothing but the whatever particles should be sent inside the cell, such kind of endocytic vessels. With the help of endocytic vessels we can, or cell by cell transportation is there, so these endocytic vesicles can done that properly, that work. Secretory vesicles are there, receptosomes are there, lysosomes are there. Yesterday we saw that what is the function of exactly lysosome. Whatever lysosomes digest the waste matter. Yesterday we saw the phagocytic function has the lysosomes, nothing but the whatever waste matter is there, just he is able to digest the waste matter or whatever dangerous to cells. That power, that ability has the lysosomes. So another Golgi apparatus is there. Then cytosol is there. Cytosol nothing but the just whatever matrix is there inside the cell, nothing but the cytosol. Nuclear envelope is there. Nuclear envelope, here we can see this is the nuclear envelope. Okay, so this is the nuclear envelope. This circles like shape is there. Then nucleolus, this is the nucleolus. Just remember nucleolus and nucleus. Nucleus and nucleolus. See, in the nucleus there is nucleolus. In the nucleus there is nucleolus. Just remember this thing. So many times some students, so many students can confuse. Inside the nucleus there is nucleolus, or inside the nucleolus there is nucleus. So just write down in the comments, nucleolus is present inside the nucleus. Just write down. You can write down right now in comments box. In the nucleus there will be nucleolus. So this is the nucleolus. This small blackish spot we can see over here. This blackish spot is there. This is the nucleolus. Yeah, this one is the nucleolus. This part is nucleolus. Okay, so nucleolus. So nucleolus is present inside the nucleus. Very good, marker. In the nucleolus, nucleus is present. Marked. No, just I told you people that so many students can made mistake like this. There is inside the nucleus will be nucleolus. Marker, just yeah, correct that sentence. Nucleolus is present inside the nucleus. Everyone, whatever students are present to my class right now, just write this sentence. Nucleolus is present inside the nucleus. Okay, just write that. All student, Shukla, Chavan, Jaikumar Chavan, Diya Chavan, write down these comments. Just write, you have to write there, nucleolus is present inside the nucleus. Because you know that nucleus is present just in the eukaryotic cell, nucleus is absent in the prokaryotic cell. But you have to remember this, nucleolus is present inside the nucleus. Okay, all students just comment this, nucleolus present inside the nucleus. Okay, so nucleolus, this is the nucleolus. Then mitochondria, yesterday we saw mitochondria, again we are going to see over here. Such kind of mitochondria will be there, and again like this. So this structure is of mitochondria, which is we can see over here. So like this mitochondria structure is there. Mitochondria we discuss about. Yes, DH1, very good. Nucleolus is present inside the nucleus. Comments are coming. Mirza, nucleolus is present inside the nucleus. Very good. Marker, very good now. Marutkar, very good. Okay. So mitochondria. Yesterday we saw the function of mitochondria. The function of mitochondria is energy production. The function of mitochondria is energy production. Whatever energy need to the cell, that's provided by the mitochondria to the cells. In the sense, mitochondria is powerhouse of the cell. Mitochondria is powerhouse of the cell. With the help of F1 particle, it will be produce the energy for the according to requirement of the cells, and that energy will be provided to the cells. So that's why mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. So this is the mitochondria again over here. I will mark over here. Then smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Here we can see the smooth endoplasmic packaging and transporting the function of endoplasmic reticulum. Perioxysome is there here. Perioxysome, rough endoplasmic reticulum. Again, microtubules are over here. Microfilaments here. Gap junction is here. Desmosome is there. Desmosome is there. Nuclear pore is there. So nuclear pore, actually, which is the nuclear pore we are going to see over here. See, this is the nucleus according to our information. This is the nucleus. Okay, so I will sketch over here nucleus. So like this. So actually this is nucleus. Okay, but over here little bit gap is here. Okay, so this is the gap. Okay, so this gap is nothing but the nuclear pore. Nuclear pore. This nuclear pore, nothing but the nucleus is just one organelle is there, but while circle shape is there, there is little bit gap, and that gap nothing but the nuclear pore we can say. And this is the nucleus. This is the nucleus. Centrioles are there here. Intracellular space is there, isn't it? Tight junction is there. Then microvilli is there. Microfilaments are there. So like this, in short, the eukaryotic cells, some organelles are embedded in the cytoplasm or in the cytosol. Now in the cytosol, supposed to in the cytosols, these all organelles are embedded, isn't it? These particles, some particles are non-living and some particles are living, but these particles are embedded in the cytosol. So what is meant by the cytosol? Suppose to one structure is there of the cell, eukaryotic cell, and whatever matter is there over here, matrix is there, isn't it? And in the matrix, these are the organelles are present over here, isn't it? What is the cytosol? We are going to see ahead. Not only cytosol, each and every single part or each and every single organelle we are going to discuss in detail. Don't worry about that. This is the just introduction of the eukaryotic cell, organelles of the eukaryotic cells, isn't it? So cytosols, nothing but the whatever all space inside the cells, nothing but the cytosol, and in this cytosols all these organelles are embedded over here. Okay, understood till over here? Now we are going to see next point, the cell wall and plasma membrane. Cell wall and plasma membrane. Now we saw the just 1 minute. cell wall and plasma membrane. Now we saw the just cell, and that is eukaryotic cell. Obviously prokaryotic cell we are going to see ahead. In the eukaryotic cell we saw some organelles are embedded inside the cells, and that is, we can say, the cytosol. In the cytosol some organelles were embedded there, and then firstly we saw their plasma membrane, isn't it? And here heading is their cell wall and plasma membrane. See, there are differentiated two cells only, two cells exactly. One is the animal cell and second is the plant cell. One is the animal cell and second is the plant cell. Nearby study is same, but little bit different is there. Nearby functioning same, but little bit different definitely is there. And what are the differences between plant cell and animal cell we are going to see right now. So in the very first cell wall heading is there. So cell wall word is not related to the animal cell at all. Cell wall is not related to the animal cell at all, because cell wall is not found in the animal cell. Cell wall found in just plant cell. Cell wall found in plant cell. And what is found in the which kind of structure is found in the animal cell? So that is the plasma membrane. That is the plasma membrane found in animal cells, and whatever cell wall is there, it is related to plant cell. But plant cell is includes in the botany, so that's our part will be stop here regarding cell wall, and we will look regarding the plasma membrane, because plasma membrane is a part of animal cell and cell wall is part of the plant cell. Even though cell wall, the outermost structure of plant, see, cell wall, what is meant by the cell wall? So just outermost structure of plant, dead and rigid layer called cell wall. If definition is come there, what is the cell? The outermost structure of plant, dead and rigid layer called cell wall. So this is the cell wall. And second point, our point is there, cell wall is related to plant cells. That's why we are going to stop there, and we will start the plasma membrane, which is on the place of cell wall. There will be plasma membrane regarding the animal cell. Plasma membrane, every kind of animal cell, each and every single of animal cell is bounded by a living, extremely thin and delicate membrane called plasma lemma, oblique cell membrane, oblique plasma membrane. See, three names are there to the plasma membrane: plasma lemma, cell membrane, or plasma membrane. If supposed to in the final examination they ask you regarding plasma lemma, so you have to write there whatever plasma lemma is there, cell membrane is there, or plasma membrane is there. So definitely they can do that, like word can change plasma lemma, cell membrane, or plasma membrane. They can use any kind of word. So you have to aware regarding the plasma lemma, cell membrane, and plasma membrane. So cell membrane or plasma membrane are same there. So what is the plasma membrane? Every kind of animal cells means whatever, just choose one animal and take one cell. That cell has definitely one portion, one part, and that is the plasma membrane. And what is meant by the plasma membrane? The bounded by living, extremely thin and delicate membrane called plasma membrane or plasma lemma or cell membrane. Instead of cell wall, it's related to plant cell. Here plasma membrane. In this sense, plasma membrane is bounded to the cell and protected to the cell. Whatever structure is there, it will be protected to our cell. So like this, who is going to protect our cell and last structure of the cell? Nothing but the plasma membrane, cell membrane, or plasma lemma. We can say that, isn't it? Now cytoplasm. Now just we are going inside the cell, but before that we just saw the plasma membrane, means just outer gate or outer structure of the cell, that is the plasma membrane. Now we are going to see inside the plasma membrane, just we will cross the plasma membrane, there will be cytoplasm. In the diagram we are going to see over here, this is the cytoplasm, whatever inside this structure, this is the cytoplasm. Okay, what is meant by the cytoplasm? The plasma membrane is followed by the cytoplasm. Plasma membrane is followed by the cytoplasm, which is distinguished into following. Which is distinguished in the following, means there are two types. Cytoplasm. The plasma membrane is followed by the cytoplasm, which is distinguished into following. And first is followed by cytosol. First is cytosol. What is meant by the cytosol? The plasma membrane is followed by the colloidal organic fluid called matrix or cytosol. See the plasma membrane, we saw, we know the plasma membrane, and that plasma membrane is followed by the colloidal organic fluid called matrix, I told you, or cytosols. In simple language, suppose to one plate is there, isn't it? Just each and every single student just take one plate. For example, don't take it seriously, just take one, just imagine, just assume that you have taken one plate, and inside the plate you just put in glycerine. Whatever matter will be there, nothing but just like that matrix like structure will be formed there. So organic fluid called matrix or cytosol. Understood? Okay. Now cytosol, the plasma membrane is followed by the colloidal organic fluid called the matrix or cytosol. Where this present cytosol or matrix? Dash 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 cytosol is present. Just you have to give right now answer. Cytosol is present inside the plasma membrane, isn't it? Simple. Firstly plasma membrane, then cytosol in the cytoplasm. Answer is cytoplasm. In the cytoplasm there will be matrix, cytosol, isn't it? Next point, there is cytoplasmic structures. So cytoplasmic structure means, what is meant by the cytoplasmic structure? In the cytoplasmic matrix, certain non-living and living structures remain suspended. In the cytoplasmic matrix, certain non-living and living structures remain suspended. Nothing but the cytoplasmic structure. Now the non-living structure are called paraplasm or inclusions. The non-living structure are called paraplasm and inclusion, while the living structure are membrane bounded and are called organoids or organelles. See, from yesterday we are uttering this word, that organelle, isn't it? First, plasma membrane is there. Second, cytoplasm is there. Inside the cytoplasm there are these organelle. So what are the organelles? The living structure are membrane bounded. See, listen carefully. Living structure inside the cytoplasm are membrane bounded. Their membrane will be bounded and are called as the organoids or organelles. And that organelles, for example, mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, lysosome, ribosome, Golgi apparatus, mitochondria, nucleus, nucleolus, such likes, these organelles are there, and that organelles are present inside the cytoplasm, exactly in the cytosol, isn't it? Got it now? Now organelles means what exactly? The organelles are living structure, and paraplasm means, what is meant by the paraplasm? or inclusions that non-living structure are present inside the cytoplasm or cytosol are called as the paraplasm. So you have to comments in the chat box right now. What is meant by the paraplasm? Non-living structure in the cytosol, and organelles means living structure in the cytosols, isn't it? These are the answer. Don't write now in the comment box, don't worry about that, but listen carefully. Okay, so again, in short, there are some headings regarding the cell, but in the notes this diagram is there, so I will say that just refer this diagram. So slightly students strength is increasing, and I think today we will stop here. So till today we learned that cell wall and plasma membrane, and cell wall is related to plant cell, plasma membrane is related to animal cell. We saw that the plasma membrane, we saw the cytoplasm. There are two types in cytoplasm according to structure. First is cytosol. Inside the cytosols there are organelle structure. Organelle structure, we saw that various kinds of organelle structure, nothing but this one, nuclear endoplasmic reticulum, isn't it? Protein, ribosome, lysosomes, mitochondria, Golgi apparatus, isn't it? So like these organelle are embedded in the eukaryotic cell, isn't it? So for today's lecture this will be enough, and I think you have to study once at after finish this lecture eukaryotic cell. Why I am telling like this? Because eukaryotic cell is basic concept of this whole semester. In last semester we saw that every unit has different animal, but this one is the unique character of this semester is that all the unit are belongs to cell biology and cell structure, so molecular level. So that's why you have to continuously watch the lecture, you have to be present for every lecture, because one concept you left or lost, there will be problem for you. You will not able to understand properly next lecture. So don't miss any kind of lecture, okay? And just after finish our lecture, just study it, okay? So again I would like to tell you that those who have not subscribed the channel, just subscribe, because you can get notification for your information, and that's why just subscribe our channel, okay? So shall I stop here? Any questions you can write in comments box. Okay, okay, thank you very much and have a nice day.